Fanfiction Friday. I know I was supposed to make up for it, what, a couple of Fridays ago? 2 Fridays ago? Whatever.
Probably
Anyway.
like 5 Fridays ago.
Ah, yeah. Fuck.
So yeah, we're sorry.
We are
Please,
very,
please
very...
don't unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe, they'll make you subscribe again with funnies.
Anyways, today, Chapter 4 of A Night in His Maidens. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Wait, hold on, wait, be right back.
Damn it. Melvin, don't leave me here. Just preparing myself for the inevitable.
Da 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 da
Jesus
da
Christ.
da 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 da. Wait, just continue without me because I'm going to be eating boxes and paper.
Oh, okay. Why am I doing this? What did I do in a previous life to deserve this? Well, no use crying over spilled milk. Did I just make a fucking wow. Alright, one moment. Here we go with Chapter 4 of A Night in His Maidens, made by Azuri Gigacyber _ Gigacyber. If you all don't know which character Jean's gonna be paired up with today, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Alright, here we go. Why am I doing this? Alright, starting now. She is always so alluring with her dark mystique and beauty. The dark-haired faunus girl was as elegant in combat and stealth as she was in the graceful way her body moves. Well, fucking Twitter. I swear to fucking God. But those weren't the only attractive factors that made up Blake Belladonna. Surprise! She had been many things: mysterious, calm, serene, and had been an avid reader. Twitter is getting on my fucking nerves right now. But what do you... Oh, wait. Oh, this is from third person. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Well, sorry. But what he found himself drawn to most was her heart full of compassion. Excuse me. Not just for fawns, but for humans as well. Okay, I swear to fucking God. Twitter, I will slap you across the face. She was innocent and so pure of heart in that regard, for wanting equality and ending all those I'm sorry. Twitter, quit the fucking shit. And ending all those ending all. Those amber eyes of hers could peer into your soul and make you want her all the more. Okay, stress is really getting to me right now. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. And out. Alright, here we go. Somewhere down into the city of Vale, Jaune Arc had been making his way into one of his favorite comic book shops, Tucson's Book Trade. God, I keep calling them Tuscans. Tucson. What? I can't fucking... Whatever. It was under new management since the original owner, the actual Tucson, had been found murdered at the start of this semester. Now the old guy who ran the dust shop from dusk till dawn currently runs it along with his own store. I know I seem slow today. I'm just really angry right now. Twitter, fucking quit it! Jean didn't know why the old man decided to juggle multiple businesses, but he had a hunch it was because the poor guy was constantly getting robbed one way or another. But some of the Arc's favorite comic books were still sold there, thus making his journey on foot to the place worthwhile. Okay, Twitter, for the last fucking time. I'm getting real sick and tired of your constant notification bullshit. You know what? I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. Fuck it. I'm just going to say fuck it and ignore it. Humming to himself, he passed by an alley where he stopped in his tracks as soon as he noticed some scuffling noises coming from down in that very place. Jean glanced down. Did I just turn into Scooby-Doo for a second? Sorry. Jean glanced down the narrow space between the pair of buildings making up the alleyway, reluctant to venture down against his own better judgment. That was until he heard the very audible sounds of someone sobbing. Being both curious and a rather sympathetic person, he decided to turn into that direction to head down into the alleyway to check up on whoever may be in distress. He came out into a space apparently stationed as a loading dock. Excuse me. To the back of a store on the other side where he noticed a smaller boy being bullied by a handful of rowdy dock workers clamoring over him. What the? Those jerks. He's just a child. He thought to himself angrily, making his way up to the group, who had not noticed him just yet. Upon closer inspection, goddamn, Jean took notice of the child they were picking on. He had actual fluffy dog ears on his head, indicating he was a faunus. So that's it, huh? Even to Jean, it was obvious what was going down, and he, for one, was not going to stand for it. The workers were a bit burly in size, but I cannot speak today. Let me try that again. The workers were a bit burly and bulky in size, but the Arc knew that they certainly were no match for him, no matter how far down the ladder he himself was among the other students. They weren't Ursa after all, and he had dealt with plenty of those, equating that three regular human jerks didn't even amount to even a regular single Grim. He figured it was best to butt into their business. Hey! He called out, catching the attention of the three civilian workers wearing matching work uniforms from the store they were behind. They appeared partially surprised by his sudden appearance, though noticeably not intimidated by him. Apparently, they weren't distracted enough to ignore the helpless faunus boy they towered over. What do you want, kid? Beat it. We're in the middle of something here. One guy with a bald head and a ginger beard grunted it, attempting to turn his attention back to the small faunus who was looking over at Jean almost pleadingly. Leave him alone, you clowns. Think you're all big shots picking on a helpless kid? Jean threatened, moving closer, drawing out creation wars completely uncompressed, sword in one hand and shield in the other. He didn't intend to kill him, obviously, but he knew how to use the blunt sides of his weapons well enough to administer pain. Holy crap, is this kid a huntsman? One with a tattoo over his left cheek and curly hair asked, panicking upon the sight. Looks a bit young and is probably just a student of the school, but we could take him no problem. The bearded one reassured the second one, and the third one, who wore a worker's beanie. Sorry. I had to pause for a second. God. Alright. The two...
That moment when John forgets how to read.
I'm not forgetting. I'm just ignoring... I'm trying to ignore my rage that Twitter is constantly bugging me saying, hey, you got notifications. Hey, you got notifications. It's like fucking... It's like, you got mail, you got mail, you got mail. Shut the fuck up, Twitter. Please.
Just shut the fuck up.
Exactly. The other two simply appeared a bit reluctant when looking between Jaune and the other open side of the alleyway. Melvin, you probably can't tell, but my hand is literally shaking from anger.
From the heat or from the rage?
From the rage.
Oh. Wait. I have an idea.
What is it?
Is your phone able to turn off notifications?
I think so. Actually, let me check. Edit. Wait, wrong one. Settings and privacy. Oh, there it is. Notifications.
YouTube, shut the fuck up, please.
Quality filter. We got difference. Filter lower quality content from your notifications. This won't filter out notifications for people you follow or accounts you've interacted with recently. So that's not it. Is it advanced filters? Nope. Wait. Nope. I guess it's preferences, so I'm going to guess. And now I'm going to take a second to wait and see if it actually works. And nope.
Damn, Daniel. That sucks.
Yep.
What keeps constantly messaging you on Twitter?
I don't know. That's what I'm curious about. Is it data usage? No. It's not location and proxy. It's not display and sound. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
Damn.
Yep.
Quick question: If you delete Twitter, will all your progress on Twitter be just like removed?
No. It'll still send you notifications.
You've tried?
Yes. Twice.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
That stuff usually works for me.
As
It's
far
a
as
good
I
thing
know,
I don't have Twitter.
the reason why I have Twitter activated is because I want to keep up to date with my Game Grumps and my fucking movies and TV shows like Flash and all that. Plus Ninja Sex Party and like the Ninja Sex Party album stuff.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I keep it activated, but it gets fucking annoying when it does the little messaging thing when it gives me a 40404. It's really It's really bothersome. The beetle chase is cumbersome. Okay, I don't know why I just sang that. Whatever.
Alright, back to the fanfic.
Alright. Sorry, had to get a character there for a second, everybody.
Yeah, we just tried to fix the Twitter problem, but sadly we couldn't.
Yeah.
Cause Jean's phone wants to be a douchebag.
Yep. Got that right. Yeah, you can easily take me on when you needed 3 of you to bully. One warning, I fought way bigger enemies than you jerks, Jean stated, glaring intently at the 3 of them. They reminded him of Cardin, thuggish brutes that needed a beatdown to set them straight. Jean intended to do that, and then some. Oh boy, hold on. I'm gonna take a bite of my Reese's cup to kind of like get.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
I'm gonna take a bite out of my Reese's cup to get in character. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Stay back! Why are you going to defend a faunus anyway? You sure as hell don't look like one. Sorry about that. That was terrible. That was a terrible impression at a thug. Definitely not my best.
What did he say?
He said, stay back. Why are you going to defend a faunus anyway? You sure as hell don't look like one.
Maybe someday, maybe later on in the video, I'll just try and do that in the best thug impression I can.
I feel like giving one of these 3 of these thugs 3 different impressions. I feel like actually.
If you like pina coladas, get caught in the rain.
Sorry, I feel like giving one of these thugs a Sylvester Stallone impression, a Christopher Walken impression.
Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah, it's just like.
Why?
I don't know. It will sound funny though. It's like, well, what do you want here, man? What about helping here?
You know what? The hell did you say? Why are you talking about my mom?
I didn't say your mom.
I know.
What I actually said was, what do you want, kid? Beat it. We're in the middle of something here. That's... I feel like
what do you
giving
want,
him...
kid? Beat it. We're in the middle of something here.
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, I'm giving him the Sylvester Stallone impression, and then one of the other ones a Junkrat.
Stay back. Why are you trying to defend a faunus anyway? Sure as hell don't look like one.
Are you reading this?
Is that a good thug? No.
Do you want me to send you the link to this?
I have my own link from a long time ago, remember?
Oh yeah. You need to like pull that one up. Wait, you're gonna have to scroll all the way up.
Coming! Be right back. It's okay. I already have it all the way scrolled up. Alright, now again, be right back.
Alright.
I'm coming!
You gonna be good, doom, getting caught in a ramp, down. Beat. Then you had half a ramp, down. If you love, making love at the midnight, in the dunes of the sand. I don't know what I'm singing. The bearded one challenged, appearing more and more reluctant.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back. The bearded one...
You
Alright.
didn't hear anything in the background.
No, I didn't. Hey, Melvin, can you actually pull
Okay,
up the
good.
link and go to chapter 4?
Hold on, wait, let me go back to the link. I'm only a little bit far.
Alright. Alright, go to where it's... When you pull up the link, I want you to go to chapter 4 and then scroll down to where it says stay back.
Okay.
Let me know when you do that.
It will want to load. They don't want to load for some reason.
Well,
Oh,
shit.
I'm stupid. I was clicking Maidens for Maidens. I was supposed to be clicking proceed. I feel like an idiot.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yo, be right back.
Alright. Well, it's fine, Melvin. You're fine. Boy. That actually caught me off guard really quickly. That actually kind of took a little stress off my mind. Alright. Excuse me.
I'm back.
Alright, so do you have the chapter index pulled up, or...
Yeah, I'm at chapter index book shopping with Blake.
Yep.
Jaune/Blake.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
Alright, then when you pull it up,
Okay.
I want you to scroll all the way down till it, scroll down a little bit slowly to where it says, stay back. That's the one.
Okay, yeah, I'm there.
Alright, you're at that point?
Alright. Stay back. Why are you gonna defend a faunus anyways? You sure as hell don't look like one.
The bearded one challenged, appearing more and more reluctant each second to face him, despite clenching his fist. Do I really need to be? I'm a human, plain and simple, but that doesn't mean either race should be treated with any kind of cruelty, injustice, or discrimination. Jean declared with resolve. When the bearded ringleader came out of the group, it came charging at him like a wild boar in an attempt to overpower the Arc with brute strength. Up there it is. And it says I reached my mobile provider limit. There it is.
That means?
That means it's gonna... It doesn't really affect my tweets or DMs or whatever. It's just... I don't really remember what it affects. It does this a lot of... It gets up to like 200 tweets per minute or something like that. Per a minute or 2 minutes. And then it goes up to like 4 minutes per tweet. No, 4 tweet per minute or 2, and then it goes up to 200 minutes, 200 tweets, and then it goes up to the mobile provider limit.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Sorry. Jean effortlessly sidestepped and smacked the guy's head into a wall on his left with his shield. Oh shit. I guess that training with Weiss really paid off.
Police coming straight with the underground. And Jean, you said that training with Weiss, as I quote, that training.
Yeah, quote unquote training, Jean. Really, I guess that training.
Yeah. Let's go back to the first page at the end of this. After the end of this.
Yeah, that's gonna. This is gonna be a fun time.
Let's see what training.
Oh boy. You probably know.
No, let's not reread that. That's freaking cringy as hell.
I mean, it's funny though.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, hey Jean, I guess that quote training end quote wink wink with Weiss really paid off in a really big way, and I mean in a really big way.
Alright, keep reading. Keep reading.
All right. The thug was still conscious, though very winded, until Jean swung his sword down hard, butting the hilt of it into his gut, knocking him out. So basically, he just fucking like Batmaned him.
He hit him with the back of his sword.
The free trial on Capcom and Marvel, the game you were looking up?
The demo? I already played the demo.
It's a free trial for starting today and for 2 days.
Like full game?
I don't know. Go to the PlayStation store.
Alright. On the front page. Alright. Let me take a look at this actually. I mean, if you want. Nice one. Jean is pretty. I guess that training really does pay off with Weiss. Holy hell, Jean. I don't even know. You okay, Melvin? Alright.
The fondest boy, who had now...
Alright, I'm ready.
I missed a word. I missed a single word.
It's alright.
I met the fondest boy.
Alright, I'll take over. The fondest boy, who was now hiding. It was supposed to be who was now, but it said who had now. Wow.
Who had now hiding besides the large green dumpster nearby. Let's take a moment to realize that whole sentence. Who had now hiding beside the large green dumpster nearby.
I think he meant to say who was now hiding behind the large green dumpster nearby. He just missed. He meant to replace one 3-letter word with another. But I can honestly understand that. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, so I will take the time to rephrase that. The fondest boy, who was now hiding beside the large green dumpster nearby, watched the whole scene in awe and continued on, with Jean striding towards the last guy, who was now cowering in fear of the fledgling huntsman who had just beaten his compatriots senseless. Well, gee.
Apparently Jean is a Pokemon. Fletchling.
Or he's just secretly Batman.
Nah, I say he's a Pokemon.
Unbeknownst to any of the three males in the alleyway, a pair of cat-like amber eyes stationed above on a rooftop nearby had been watching the entire scene.
Oh, it's Catwoman! It's Catwoman!
Wrong person, buddy. Wrong person.
No. I'm definitely right. I'm 100% right. In a way. In a way, I'm 100% right.
Alright. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna do a Sylvester Stallone impression for this one. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Well, okay, lesson learned. Better than I were idiot. We won't have a vodka anymore.
I cannot take you seriously. That does not sound like a thug.
That sounds like a thug with like with a degrading
with like
problem. With a degrading tooth problem.
Yeah, with like a mouth disorder.
And he's like also
wait. A thug with 10 mosquito bites on his thumb. I mean, on his tongue.
And at the same time has no teeth and is letting a jawbreaker just slowly melt in his mouth.
That would actually probably sting. That would actually probably hurt. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because of the mosquito bites. The juice would the jawbreaker juice would just and all the while he can't scratch it.
That's painful. I just literally cringed from it. Oh, God.
Wait, hold on, wait. If you really want to torture somebody, try and make a mosquito sting them on the top of their gums.
Ugh.
You can't even scratch that.
Oh, God. That is brutal. Oh my God. The last guy pleaded in a very cowardly way. Excuse me. Jean cocked an eyebrow in skepticism and sheathed his weapons back into their compressed forms, gesturing to the kid beside the dumpster.
Wait, hold on, wait. Before you go any further, you know how Jean cocked an eyebrow?
Yeah.
He's gonna be cocking a lot more than an eyebrow. Wink, wink.
I guess by the end of this, I guess you could say by the end of this, the cat's gonna be already out of the bag. Oh God, that was terrible.
I wish Velvet was in this party. I wonder what her reaction would be to reading this.
Oh God, it was just the entire time it would be what the fuck, and what the fuck. Oh yeah, what the fuck?
oh yeah, we can't forget that what the F.
Yeah, we can't forget that that one uttered what the fuck. Alright, here we go.
I mean, maybe there might be some meowing.
True.
But that's only when she's after done saying what the fuck.
Before you even think of leaving, look to this boy first and beg for his forgiveness for all that you and your friends have done, or would have done. Then look me in the eye and tell me that you won't try this again. I'll know if you do. He demanded, bluffing the last part. But he had to say it anyways. He really hated seeing...
too much Batman.
Yeah, that last part, that really was a Batman thing to say, that last part. I'll know if you do. I'll know if you do. I can't do a Kevin Conroy. It's impossible. He really hated seeing such discriminatory actions being carried out against anyone. Jean had also noticed very clearly that the guy was very hesitant was very hesitant to do so, as he didn't seem his words of apology were the least bit honest. When he turned in direction of the Faunus kid, who had been coming out from his hiding spot beside the dumpster, the man suddenly turned a full 180 degrees, breaking into a run for the other end of the alleyway. "No, for this!" he shouted, breaking. Just imagine Sylvester Stallone actually just yelling at "nuts to this," but it's just like in his own
Nuts to this!
"nuts to this." I can't do it anymore. He shouted, breaking into a sprint until both Jean and the boy I see where this is going. Until both Jean and the boy noticed a dark womanly figure descending upon the guy from one of the rooftops above. Huh? Wait, hold on. I need to play a sound effect for this. Hold on. And what the fuck? Why isn't it?
Awkward silence.
Oh. One more time. I gotta try that one more time. Until Jean and the boy noticed a dark womanly figure descending upon the guy from one of the rooftops above. Huh?
Is that actually the thwack noise?
Yeah, it's actually a thwack noise. It's more of a punch, but whatever. The shadowy girl landed her left boot into the man's. Oh, fuck!
I hate boots.
Landed her left boot into the man's face and followed up with a second kick, using her other foot successfully, knocking him into a wall out cold. Ow! Oh, dude,
See, now it's at the point where I actually kind of wish Velvet was in the party, because then she could have done a Blake voice.
That is very true. I guess he didn't learn a lesson after all. I can't say I'm surprised about all of that. I can't say I'm surprised at all by that. Fucking... Sorry. A familiar feminine voice said out, coming out. Ha!
Here, let me give this a shot. God damn it! As soon as I said let me give this a shot, my tablet turned off. A familiar feminine voice said, coming out in shadows, fully showing herself to Jean and the Faunus boy.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Blake? Jean felt both surprised and relieved upon seeing the alluring face belonging to the dark beauty, which was Blake Belladonna, as she emerged from the shadows, adorning a friendly smile. Jean. Really? Dark beauty? Alluring face? Hey, fuck you!
Adoring a friendly smile.
Really, Jean? Fuck
This
you!
isn't Twilight.
Exactly! This isn't Twilight! You fucking Super Saiyan idiot!
I was actually looking forward to this chapter until that showed up. I was looking forward to this chapter. It was awesome. It was going awesome so far.
Yeah, you were kicking all kinds of ass, Sean, and then apparently The
He was kicking all kinds of ass. He was eating all kinds of ass. Wait, what?
eating.
Ignore that second part.
You're kicking all kinds of ass. You're eating all kinds of.
Oh my god. Save that part right there as a clip. Oh my god.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Oh my
boy,
God.
that was whew. That was
World Star!
World Star. You were kicking all kinds of ass. You were eating all kinds of ass.
You're like, yeah, you fucked it up. You was kicking all kinds of ass. You was eating all kinds of ass. Wait, what? Ignore that second part. Oh my god, I could. Relax.
Alright. Okay, this is Blake saying this next part. But honestly, I'm very surprised that you came to this kid's rescue in the first place. Including what you said when you started beating those jerks up, Jaune. Ah! Sorry. I didn't even think
Including
many
what
humans...
you said when you beat these jerks up. God damn it, I did the same thing as you did!
It's the fucking pause right there. That just really throws
Including
me
when
off.
Including what you said when you started beating those jerks up, Jaune.
Thank you. I didn't even think many humans had that kind of sentimentality towards Faunus. She's Wait a fucking minute. I have one problem with this. It says she was sheathing her weapon Gamble Shroud into its compressed form. Well, when the fuck did she have it uncompressed? Was it like when she was grappling down? She's not fucking Catwoman. She's not Okay.
Technically, she is.
Yeah, she's the one true Catwoman.
She's the actual Catwoman.
Exactly. Not Halle Berry, not Anne Hathaway, not Michelle Pfeiffer, and certainly not Eartha Kitt. It's Blake Belladonna.
Wait, who's Blake's voice actor?
Aaron Zetch.
Okay, so not all of those people that you just listed. It's Aaron Zetch is the true Catwoman.
Exactly. All the previous Catwomen, gone. Just put this in a gray screen. Just put a gray filter on this scene, and then put all the listed Catwomen up on there. Just put a big giant red X over them, and then just move that to the side. Immediately, just like with a picture of Aaron Zetch. Photoshop like a picture of cat ears
Aaron
on her
Zetch
head. The one true
is
Catwoman.
the true Catwoman.
Alright, let's continue on. She responded, sheathing Gamble's shroud back into its compressed mode, clearly impressed by the Arc's heroic endeavor. God fucking damn it. Sorry. Looking to her side,
When you forget.
It's true. Looking to her side, she noticed the young Faunus nervously come out from his hiding spot and ran to Jaune, capturing his torso in a fierce hug. Ow! That sounds very painful.
Trust me, it's not. I've had little kids hug me before.
Have you ever had a bear hug? A bone-crushing bear hug?
Yes, I have.
Let's just say my right muscle had never been the same again. Because my dad would always give me the worst. He would give me the worst kind of bone breaking bear hugs that he would nearly break my spine. It's very painful.
You know, I just read this little boy's paragraph, and honestly, it kind of reminds me of you. That one of the sentences.
What? Oh yeah.
Wait, let me just read it. That was so amazing. You were so awesome and showed up those. God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What the hell? Alright. Take two. And action. God damn it, my mic fell off.
Take three. Boop, boop. And action.
Action.
God damn it.
No. God freaking damn it. I started coughing.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Take five.
Action. That was so amazing. You were so awesome and showed those jerks who's boss. They were really picking on me because of my honest, and I was so scared they were gonna kill me. But so you showed up like a hero out of comic books. I couldn't help but watch this whole thing, and it was so epic.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I was on the brink. I was on the brink of laughing.
Yeah, you actually made it sound like he was crying. That was actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, apparently laughing sounds like crying. Logic.
We break physics and logic here at Ninja Monkey Gaming VA.
Just like as you say that, it shows a picture of Logic, and it's just like the picture is breaking.
Yeah, or it's just making like a paper ripping sound, as it's just like split in half. We rip logic in half like paper, and we break physics like no fucking thing. Wait. Fuck! That was not supposed to happen.
Blake.
God damn it. Alright, time to focus up. The dog-eared boy exclaimed in an let me try that again one more time. The dog-eared boy exclaimed in an excited, hasty way that mirrored Nora's speech pattern. Oh dear God, no! We're gonna get a mini Nora. We're gonna get a mini male Nora Faunus. Oh dear God, no!
Like if Nora had dog ears and was a guy.
That's terrifying. That's actually to Ren. I think to Ren he would find that adorable. But the Jaune, it'll be a normal Tuesday for him. He's just like...
He's like the Jaune voice actor trying to show off. In his Jaune impression.
Yeah, he's just walking around and then immediately sees Nora with like fake dog ears on her head, and he just shrugs and he's like, "Heh. It's a normal Tuesday for me." So I don't care. Oh, sorry. Blake surveyed the scene with a small smile growing on her face. It truly did... Wait, what the fuck?
It truly did her heart good to know that there were humans in the world that held no malice against Faunus people, despite things like the White Fang's terrorism.
Thank you. Despite the White Fang... In her view, Jaune appeared as a, dare she say it, white knight coming to the aid of the weak. I guess he's the knight of the night.
Where did you get that? How did you pull that up so quickly?
I have YouTube as like a background thing.
Oh my god. You pulled that up mad quickly. I'm actually impressed.
I was like, I guess you could say that's the night of the night. Did it? Thanks. Jesus Christ. Or I could have said, I guess he isn't the Dark Knight. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Yes.
Well,
I have
well.
half a mind to get a shotgun.
Chill out, Melvin.
So I could just shoot those drums.
Sorry. Well, settle down, kid. Settle down, kiddo. I can barely comprehend anything you're saying, but I'm glad I can help. Now, come on. Let's take you out of this alleyway and see if we can get you home, okay? Jaune Arc putting it.
I realized something.
Hmm.
That first sentence that John just said, he was basically imitating Crow.
Oh my god. Jaune is becoming the next Crow without bird powers. Why does that sound so funny? Jaune Arc putting on a kind tone for the for the child, who nodded vigorously, then looked at Blake with a questioning look. I'm coming with you, Blake offered to the nodding. Thus, the trio set off back into the town, leaving the unconscious men upon the seating dock for whenever they wake up. Let's just say they're gonna get fired by the end of this. Well, they no, they 100% deserve it. Their boss is probably like, he's probably gonna get on their ass. The boss is like, no promotion for you. You three, pack up your things, get the fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office. Sorry. They walked among the public central cultural hub. There we go. That was Vale with the fondest boy latching onto Jean's left hand, eyeing Blake's bow curiously. This went on for a little while until they stopped at a park area after Blake had stopped in her tracks, and turned to look at the boy with a stern, questioning look. Oh boy. What did you steal? She asked, sighing. The child looked bashful and avoided either Jean or Blake's eyes until he pulled out a handful of rough-looking fruits from underneath his shirt. This more or less surprised Jean and made Blake cross her arms in disapproval. Would you like to say this next part?
Okay, I'm awake. I have three siblings and I need to feed them whenever my parents are out working. My money's been very tight lately, and it's harder to find a store that will serve us these days. The few stores that will do are generally pricey, making it hard to buy groceries that last. Since the white fang keeps stirring up trouble with humans, we're painted as criminals regardless, so occasionally I resort to
stealing. Blake answered for him. He ashamedly nodded. That was actually pretty good, Melvin. You know what? Let's give Melvin a round of applause for that.
When you're so lonely, you can applaud for yourself.
Oh, that's true.
Why can I imagine this somewhat being canon, like the whole beginning of this being somewhat canon?
It feels like it. It really does. I swear, if someone makes an animation of this whole fanfiction right here, well, the first half.
Hire us as the voice actors. Not us as a Blake voice actor, because Jean sucks at female voices.
That's true. That is very true. The only female voice I can do is the one that my brother would always use to annoy the hell out of me.
Which we would rather not do.
Exactly. Which I am not going to do. So let's just leave it at that. We need a new Blake voice actor.
Technically, we have one, just she's not on, I don't believe.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
So occasionally, you resort to...
Stealing. Blake. Oh yeah, we stopped that. Alright. Left off at nodded. Okay. Her gaze softened before she knelt down and put a reassuring hand on one of his shoulders, giving him a motherly look. Doing things like that is what gets Faunus into trouble all around. I know you had your reasons, but it doesn't help our people when doing things like this. He looked up into her face in mild stupor.
The fuck is a stupor?
It means like surprise.
You're one too? I keep forgetting that this is the child.
Same. She nodded, making his face brighten up a little when she undid her bow, revealing her cat ears. Why do I see this going down a weird path when Jaune and Blake do the dirty? Okay.
Maybe this doesn't have to end in cat pregnancy. Like, they could just adopt the child if they don't have parents. Like, if their parents were in some kind of untimely demise and they never came back.
You would be very surprised on what note these fanfictions end.
Trust me. I've heard you read these long enough to know how these fanfictions go down.
Yeah,
It gets kind of kinky with the dirty.
Exactly. Fuck. I accidentally went back one. Gotta go back. Hold on, let me here. Let me go to full page index. He literally, the whole thing goes up to 28 chapters. 28. And this guy is still making new ones.
Is there 20... a Neo one?
Let me... Yes, yes, there is.
If we have time, let's read that one next.
I thought we were gonna go back and look at the first one.
Yes, we'll go back and look at the first one. Just remind Jaune of his, and I quote, training. And then we'll go to Neo. Hopefully yeah. Beast might see this one. Beast, if you're watching, after this fanfiction, prepare for a whole lot of hell.
Oh god. He's gonna be like, Jaune, I'm gonna kill you. Which is very true.
The moment Beast gets online, I'm going to send him the link to this exact stream. And the time in which we said this.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Can I tell you something? In the comment section of chapter 28, the author of this whole 28 chapter fanfiction series, he says that he's going to make another nightclub session that has both Jaune, Yang, Raven, and the twins from the Yang short.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god! That sounds kinky! And I love it!
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me actually go to that. Let me go to that and go all the way down for the comments. 86 comments. There are 86. Someone says, someone by the name of Twain Apprentice 7 says, do the Glinda special project. Jaune, Glinda, RWBYP, which means Team Ruby and Pyrrha. And then someone by the name
That's
of...
one hell of a project special.
It's pretty much gonna be a very special one if you know what I'm saying.
Continue with that. Yeah, wait. Where are we?
We left off at the point part where she undid the bow on her head. All right, left off at that part. All right, here we go. Oh, this is you, Melvin.
Right.
This is you.
I knew it. I thought I sniffed out a unusual scent of feline fondness on you. I just wasn't sure. I have a strong nose, you know.
This is the usual.
An unusual scent of feline fondness off you. I just wasn't sure because you know I have a strong nose. I'm good at stuff. I can smell.
He answered poking.
Wait, no, never mind. False alarm.
No, wait a minute, false alarm.
He's like, squirrel! Wait, no, never mind, false alarm.
the fucking nasally... That's just not in my nose. Can you say that? It's just like, no,
wait, what?
Can you say, no, wait a minute, false alarm, it's just not.
Wait, no, wait, actually, no, wait, squirrel! Wait, no, never mind. False alarm, it's just not in my nose.
What have we done?
No.
We have... What the fuck was that?
Yeah, hurry up.
Alright. He answered, poking his own nose and eyeing her twitching cat ears. Okay, this is Blake. Ugh. I can tell and I understand that it's difficult for our race to live among humans, which is why I sometimes go around the city in my free time to circumvent any situations like yours from coming up. Circumvent? What the fuck? Hold on.
Basically, means to prevent.
Thank you. That actually saved me time.
Someone
has to actively look out for our own kind until true progress between the two comes. But what doesn't help soften our image are things like this. I just wish the White Fang and maybe Sun thought about things this way. Blake said to the boy, frowning to herself at the last part. Did something happen between her and Sun in this fanfiction?
I mean, I'm guessing she's reflecting back to the point where she first met Sun, where he stole a banana, I'm guessing. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that's bad.
That's one reason why those guys were picking on me. Because me being a faunus was really enough and a bigger motivation for them.
The dog boy...
I'm just really sorry.
The dog... What was
I'm sorry.
What have we made? What?
I don't know.
I feel like
I really just don't know. I don't know.
the dog boy turned around to face Sean with an apologetic look.
I don't know. Like, oh my god, I can't even. Like, seriously. I was trying to do my child voice, and then I just suddenly became a feminist.
No, you actually became a valley girl. Oh God, no.
About
Oh God.
the Arc Merculus.
The Ark merely shrugged and gave him another pat on the head, which the boy had to admit he liked very much, and reached into a back pocket to fish something out. Jean? Blake inquired, eyeing him questioningly. If he was going to do what she thought he was going to do, then she only really has current faunus human relations to blame for forcing the boy into his predicament. Here, take this. It's my end of the week. Oh, that's really nice.
Jean offered a handful of cards, otherwise known as the currency of remnants. From Jean's right hand, silenced.
To Lien, to the reluctant
From Jean's
dog
right
boy.
hand, silenced his sniffles.
What the fuck? Oh wait, Melvin, you didn't read your line.
Wait, damn it, mother! Are you sure? Because I don't think I deserve it. I stole, I lied about it.
He pouted nearly tearfully, but a pat on his head from Jean's right hand silenced his sniffles. Hey, relax. You and your siblings need it more than I do. It's enough for the whole week. Oh wait, hold on. It's enough for the whole week. It may not be much, but now you can buy food for your family without resorting to stealing and getting yourself into trouble. I'll only give it to you as long as you promise not to steal. My friend here will know if you do. She looks out for all the faunus in the city, after all. Jean finished seeing a look of realization dawn upon the boy's face. He wiped his tearful eyes and nodded, taking the offering appreciatively.
I promise. You're the coolest human I ever met, mister. Thank you.
The boy made a wide, grateful smile and gave Jean one last hug before trotting off in the direction of the residential district, where his family apparently was. Oh boy. The next line, you can honestly see where this next part's gonna go.
Yep. Do you wanna read this? Because if you don't, I can read this for you.
I'll read it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get a little Jean didn't notice, but Blake's eyes had been on him, taking into account all of his actions today. Truthfully, she never thought there were many humans like him that would do what he did today. Being noble in regards to faunus was noted in her mind, but the sight, she was really entranced with trying to get like really ASMR. It's impossible.
Alright, you know what? Let me try this.
All right, no, I got this. I got this.
No.
I got this. But the sight she was really entranced with was the visual of the sunset illuminating his entire being, cementing the cliché image of shining night in her mind. Inexplicably, she felt her face go scarlet with a blush and tried to avert her eyes from his view. For the first time ever, she felt a lot like how Ruby sees the world of fairy tales, being more real in reality. Okay, let's just take a moment to pause right there. Okay, first off, Blake.
Well, wait, hold on. Before you say what you're gonna say, I'm gonna make a joke. You know how earlier before this chapter, Jean was getting, and I quote, pussy?
Yeah.
I guess in this chapter it's a little more literal. Let me know if you get it.
I guess you can say he's gonna be putting that puss. Alright, okay.
No, don't slay the puss. Don't slay the puss.
No, you don't get
Because
it.
then you're just gonna be killing an innocent person.
Oh god. No, why would you do that? Why would you put that image in my head? Okay.
Well,
Wait, alright. Well, now onto the bookstore to buy my comic books. I think I still have some Leanne left, but there's no change against reading them in the store. There's no charge against reading them in the store. I wonder if they have the Flash in there. I added that last part in. Wait, I'm gonna add a whole new sentence to this. Alright, you ready? I think I still have some Leanne left, but there's no charge against reading them in the store. I wonder if they have the Flash in there. So like, what, $2, $3, something along those lines. I think it was the one with the Barry. And then in the background, it's just like Blake standing there, just looking at him. And then as he's walking away, you just hear him say, Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my Twitter. And then I'm gonna play. Where is it? All right. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for the clip to end so I can play it. As he's walking away, all you just hear him say is this. Barry. You just hear that in the background as he's walking away.
I swear to freaking God.
Barry.
Snap out of your flash trance.
Sorry. Oh God.
Jean said to himself before turning to Blake, who then snapped out of her trance.
Bookstore? You mean you're heading to Tuxton's too? Blake questioned in mild surprise. Jean nodded in response. You too? Small kingdom, huh? Let's go together then. Was that supposed to be a fucking animal wildlife joke? What the hell? Jean! Jean stated in his usual friendly way, holding out his right hand to her. Jean, there are so many things wrong with this whole situation right now.
I know, I could see it. I could see this what's wrong too. Before you start reading.
Alright. What is it?
You know how you said he was making an animal wildlife joke?
Yeah.
I guess it would make sense, seeing as though Blake is a cat.
Damn it. I thought you were gonna make a cat pun, like, I guess he isn't a pussy after all. Puns!
That's just so cringy. Oh my God, that's so cringy. My neck just became a giraffe. What?
You're living up to your name, Melvin the Giraffe.
I swear to God, don't become a velvet.
No, I'm just saying. To quote CinemaSins, puns, quips, jokes, and then followed up by a little CinemaSins ding. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to read this next one. Wait, hold on. Slowly, her delicate, creamy-skinned hand took into his and held on. Blake possessed a warm smile on her face as they set off in the opposite direction, heading to their destination. Sorry. I had to do that because
you know, whenever I'm out in public and I'm walking places, I would usually just moonwalk to my destination. Ow!
Okay. When they had eventually come to the shop, They entered, finding the old man, who usually runs the dust shop nearby, managing the checkout desk. Oh boy, Melvin, do you want to know?
This is referencing back to season 2, episode 1, when season 2, episode 1, when Mercury and Emerald beat the out of him.
Yeah, they beat the ever-living cocksnot out of him.
They beat the ever-living cocksnot out of him.
I don't know. Okay.
Don't ask where I came from.
Alright, seriously though. To all those who are just now joining, to go back in one small sentence, in the beginning of this chapter, Tuxton was murdered. He was red-rummed.
Yeah, he was red. He was menage a trois. I know what that means, and yes, I intended it to sound like that.
There's two meanings behind that.
Alright, continue.
Alright. He welcomed them. He welcomed them and gestured to the wider, more open space of the store, housing various shelves lined with hardcovers and paperbacks. Hold on. Hello there! Who are you? Oh, wait! Never mind! There are hardcovers and paperbacks over there.
Wait, I can actually do that better. Hello there, Sonny said and Missy said. Welcome to the bookstore. The hardcovers are over on the right, and the back, and the paperbacks are on the back, over there, back.
To the left.
Shit, I broke my back.
Where Joe definitely won't fuck. To the back. Sorry. Blake appeared to have stars in her eyes, much like Ruby's occasionally, as she set forth, skimming across here and there, browsing, whereas Jaune simply went to the stand housing comics. I like the art in this one. Alex Ross is a pretty good artist.
I swear to God.
I seriously need to stop. I can't help myself. I need to make DC jokes, damn it!
What about Marvel jokes? That's comic bookist.
Fuck it.
Jaune was skimming across comics until he came to the hardcover graphic novel section.
Not noticing Blake had been skimming opposite of him and was about to meet in the middle. Sorry. Oh my god, there's a fucking Naruto reference in this.
I know.
Melvin, do you see the reference?
Nope, I forgot where it was. I forgot where it was. Is it Make Out Paradise?
Yes. You know what that translates to in Japanese? Icha Icha Paradise. That's the fucking smut novels that Jiraiya writes in the entire series. That's a fucking reference. That's a goddamn Jiraiya reference.
Jesus Christ. You're sounding like that dude. You're sounding like that one dude like...
Sorry. Not noticing Blake had been skimming opposite of him and was about to be in the middle. Hold on. Wait. Did I just turn into Scooby-Doo? Raggy? This one looks interesting. He mused, picking what he thought to be another manga, but was really a very detailed and explicit smut visual novel titled Make Out Paradise.
Or in Japanese, Ichi Ichi Paradise. Again, don't ask where I came from.
Don't worry, I'm not. Sorry. He didn't notice Blake picking out a similar book right next to his. Oh god. Excuse me. Sorry about that. He didn't notice Blake picking out a similar book right next to his, but on purpose instead of an accident. I guess you could say this is, Wait, hold on. I need to think of a pun for this.
I guess Jaune is gonna book his worm. Shit, I was gonna come up with a clever sexual pun for this.
I guess
but
you could
then I forgot.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I think I got one. I guess you could say he's gonna book his next flight ticket. Bam!
Goodbye, Jaune. I'm gonna go jump off a cliff. Oh, motherfucker.
Sorry. Oh my god.
I legit accidentally ran into the wall.
You're alright. Melvin, don't leave me! I'm sorry!
Okay, I'm coming back.
It was titled... Oh wait, hold on. I need to read this in a very, hold on.
Ninjas of Love. Hardcore edition.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, God, I'm sorry, one moment. I was gonna be like, it was titled Ninjas of Love Hardcore Edition. I don't know how that sounded, but I bet it sounded fucking...
It sounded like a demon. It did not sound sexual.
Okay. Well then, I need to lay off of the macaroni.
The fuck?
I don't know.
It goes without saying that both books were extremely smutty and explicit.
But that didn't...
That didn't deter Blake from reading them, and whether or not it would unnerve Jaune remains to be seen.
Alright, here we go. Hold on. As soon as Jaune cracked open his book, his face went red with shock and embarrassment. He was supposed to close it when realizing he was mistaken on what it was, but continued reading, unable to look away. Oh my. That doesn't go there!
Oh my.
Just like some background noise of like Jaune just saying like, oh my.
Oh
god,
my
no.
god.
Oh my god. That's not supposed to go there!
Jesus! Jesus! How is that even humanly possible?
Oh my god, what kind of position is that? What the fuck? He's just like...
Is this yoga? Oh, with no clothes?
What kind of yoga is this? This isn't yogurt.
Yes. I shall conquer the world.
Wow, Luigi.
Luigi!
What even is this? Sorry. Oh my. I still can't get over that. That's just too freaking hilarious. Blake, however, was so engrossed with her own book that she didn't even notice Jaune there reading something similar. In fact, she felt her blood was so excited that she began having a nosebleed when visualizing herself as someone in the book. Getting ravished by a male... Oh, wait. Oh, fuck it. God damn it. Blake, however, was so engrossed with her own book that she didn't even notice Jaune standing there, reading something similar. In fact, she felt her blood was so excited that she began having a nosebleed when visualizing herself as someone in the book, getting ravaged by a male figure she imagined as Jaune! Oh, wait. Why did I just yell that?
John!
John!
John! John!
John! Blake gasped in alarm when she bumped into the said blonde, dropping her engrossing book and causing him to drop his. It's like kind of cute, like that both of their faces, both of their eyes are overshadowed by by their hair, and it's just like just like a
I can
very.
just imagine a random plot twist with both of them picking up each other's books.
I think they do. Hold on, wait. It's something like cute, like a really random tumbleweed rolling by through the store, and the store clerk just looks over to the left, to his right, as it just rolls by. He's like, "What the fuck?" But he doesn't say it. It's just like in blue over his head as a random caption. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then you get the idea. Sorry. She made a blank face when realizing upon visual what he was reading. Jean had an equally awkward face when noticing she had dropped what she was reading. So, I guess, I guess we're both reading these, smut books, huh? Jaune Arc, the master of awkwardness. He awkwardly stated, picking up her book as she picked up his. I didn't even know until I got so caught up in this.
Huh, I was right. I called it. I called it.
I mean, I have read this once before, but I just skimmed over parts of it.
I didn't.
I mean, I was actually skimming over this to try to find the one with the Yang. I mean, you can't blame me. I'm a dude that loves his Yang.
Oh my god.
I'm a dude that loves him some Yang. Some Yangin'. Okay, I'll just shut up. Blake was blushing and struggled to speak without stammering in embarrassment. She bent I guess when she bent over, Jean might have caught a sneak peek at that bed of booty.
Either that or he was just looking down at the floor at his shoes in embarrassment.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Dead ass. Look at it!
And even if he was, there'd probably be like one of the many questions going on in John's mind. One of them being, does Blake have a tail?
Does Blake have a tail? Maybe she hides it.
That yes. That'd be uncomfortable. That'd be uncomfortable for like when she has to take a shit.
Oh yeah, that sounds. No wait, no, no. Like a tail actually comes from the tailbone, like above the ass.
Oh, that actually makes sense now.
Yeah, there. She bent over to pick up his book, clearly surprised at what he was reading. I didn't know you had a thing for these as well, Jean. Do you, never mind.
I know what she was gonna ask.
Right as you said that, I was reading the next line. She was going to ask if he visualized anyone in particular when reading those. She suspected he might have imagined Weiss or Pyrrha, just as she imagined him.
Him.
I'm not here to judge, Jean stated, shrugging when Blake pushed her book into his chest and took his into her own hands. Don't judge until you try it out yourself. Meanwhile, I'll keep myself occupied with your book. Make-up Paradise? Blake offered, blushing a very scarlet red along her cheeks. Sound fair? Sounds fair. Jean nodded and looked around to see if any onlookers were around. Fortunately, there weren't many other customers in the store, given that bookstores aren't usually booming with business in the first place.
'Cause no one likes to read.
What exactly are... Melvin, what do you think we're doing right now? We're reading.
I mean, like actual books, not like this. This is art.
That's very true. Smut is out. Who doesn't...
Smut is out.
Smut
yeah! Coming! We're back.
I want all of this stuff off. Why do you have two?
One of them is empty.
So okay, so that's where the turn that shit off.
I gotta go.
Alright.
That's where the empty bag of crackers goes. Clearly it does. That's what.
Well then. Well, uh, oh, hey, I was gonna, invite you to a party, Tokyo. One moment, damn it. Fucking. Well, I hope you guys stick around for part 2 coming soon. Or not. I don't know. Bye.